Britain's Strongest Man 2022 over and done with. First Giants live show of the year.
Yes.
Very, very good performance for the Irish.
Yes, very, very, very good performance.
Something that blew, well, us out of the water anyway, considering that, well, we had him in, we said if he could break the top 5, he would be a very good strongman.
No.
We did.
Top 4.
Top 4, sorry, top 4.
Top 4, yeah.
So we said that he could break the top 4, it'd be a great achievement.
Yeah.
And then he goes and finishes on the podium.
Yes.
Only behind the current world's strongest man.
Tom, who was really, really dominant in this competition.
Yeah. Arnold's is coming up in next weekend.
Next weekend.
We did a prediction video on that back in December.
Yeah.
You're going to have a look at it. We'll do an updated list just before the Arnold's comes out. But for the moment, that's the information that we have.
Yeah.
We'll look into it again. But as you're saying, Tom looks in great form for Arnold's. So
he looks in very great form now. Luke, I think he had to end the competition after the deadlift, I believe.
Yeah, so 2 reps. He only got 2 reps on the deadlift.
Yeah, and then it just withdrew. And what's the issue? I don't know. And he's supposed to be going to Arnold too.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's nothing serious, and he'll be able to perform there pretty well as well. So, but all in all, it was great competition. The arena was full.
Yeah. Good to see.
Atmosphere was unbelievable.
Yeah. So Sheffield, I think it's the 5th year in a row that they went to Sheffield, and it's great. It's great to see it. Like it's finally back to some sort of normality.
Yeah.
Which is nice to see. And it's like Marius was saying to us last year when he went to Europe's, that it's not even the events that gets you pumped up; it's the crowd. Like it's all the atmosphere.
The atmosphere itself. Yeah.
So it's just that kind of thing. That's what brings the shows to life. Is what brings it, makes it an event, what makes it a competition, what makes it good to watch. It's basically like old school kind of circus show, just really strong people lifting really heavy things. So the crowd seems to love it, so obviously people online are going to love it as well. So
it was a great show.
So on to the first event then of the 2022 Britain's Strongest Man, and that was the shield carry.
The shield carry, famous shield carry.
Very famous shield carry. So 200 kilogram shield.
Yeah.
Was it a 15 meter length?
I think back? No, 20.
20 meter length.
I think it's 20. Yeah.
So 20 meter length up and back as long as you can, and the furthest distance wins the event.
Yeah, and it was won by Dom, who was very comfortable with it, and who would have went, I think, even further if he wanted to.
Yeah.
But there was no need, and second was Pa.
Yeah. So 2 of them breaking the
60,
the previous world record.
Yeah.
Tom Stoneman and Pa were breaking the previous world record. Not by, I think it was 60 meters was the previous record, so won it by 2 meters for Pa and just over 5 meters for Tom Stoneman.
I believe Pa went to England and tried the equipment, I think a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
He stayed there, and it really, really paid off for him. Just to train with the equipment, so it's not really a shock to your body when you're doing it, and good for him.
Yeah, well, like we were saying before, I think we said in the predictions video that Pa was training with the likes of Gavin Bilton and stuff like that, coming up to the 2022 Britain's Strongest Man, and like you're saying, it showed off. Like he seemed very comfortable in every event.
Because you know how it feels. It's not a shock to your body. Every equipment is different.
Yeah.
So especially like everyone has a home advantage when you're training or competing with your own equipment. You know.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. But to me, that's why it's. I would appreciate in a way, appreciate the win even more if you go to a different country and you're able to win in that country with their own equipment.
With their own implements. Yeah.
So that to me, that's even so much sweeter the victory is.
But especially with the shield, like I remember you and Mary saying before that it's a very awkward shield.
It's an awkward shield.
Like it's you're holding your bicep curling basically the whole time.
Yeah.
So
Pat was able to grip it pretty well.
Yeah.
And you can see like he trained with it and he tried a good few times now, and it's really paying off because his run was really, really good. Adam was actually
he finished he had 6 points.
6 points. Yeah. So that's his he didn't. That's not his event at all.
40 meters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not his event. He just whatever it is. He looked big, but Adam to me looked a bit stiff. Like I don't know. It's the case of just a little bit maybe overtraining. I don't know, but he didn't look like he was the same like last year, or maybe it's just early in the season. Maybe he doesn't want to be in the best shape and maybe that's why his performance wasn't as
good as it could have been.
Yes, yes.
On to the second event then of the night, we had the axle bar deadlift. Some athletes surprising us here.
Yeah.
Just mainly, could have expected more reps.
It was weird. Like the guys didn't do as well as I thought that they would. Like Adam, he did only 6 reps. He's able to do 8 or 9.
Yeah.
You know, so and even Tom, he struggled with the last one as well. Like he a bit wobbled. So is it like heavier? I don't know, or maybe it's just the guys are not. Like Tommy's getting ready for Arnold Classic, so his deadlifts wouldn't be as good because in Arnold Classic we have squat.
Yeah.
They have to do squat, so probably his deadlift he stepped back a bit from deadlift, so that's why he wasn't able to perform. I don't know why Adam didn't do as well. Again, like maybe it's just early in the season, maybe he's overtrained already for the. I don't know. Like
it's a strange one. It is. It's considering. Yeah. Considering last year that we would, like you were saying, we would have seen 8, 9 reps. Then again,
even Power Dwyer, he did 4, and he's a good deadlifter.
Yeah.
Like last year, he was doing 5, 6 reps.
Yeah.
So now he's like after 4, he was pretty much done. Like so many guys got 4 reps.
Yeah. Then you have the likes of Luke Stallman there with only 2 reps. Again,
Luke stopped. Yeah. Whatever happened to him? Is it the hamstring? Is it like a cramp in his hamstrings? I don't know. But I think he withdrew after that event from the competition. Yeah. So he got 2 reps and then withdrew. Yeah. Is it a right call for him to do? It probably is because he has that Arnold Classic coming up. So probably he did the right thing and he just stopped.
Hopefully he's not serious, considering the fact that I see in their latest videos that they've been doing heavy squats, like you're saying, preparing for Arnold's. And I think it should be Luke and Tom's first time going to the Arnold Strongman Classic. So hopefully it's not serious and we get to see the 2 brothers actually training or competing properly at the Arnold's. So, but then again, we're like we're saying, it was just not the greatest deadlift. Well, not the greatest caliber deadlift.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't the results. I thought it would be more guys hitting like 5 or 6, 7, 8 reps. But
mid-table.
Mid-table stuff. But maybe it's just because it's early in the season and he's just getting ready. You know.
On to the third event then of the night. So after the axle deadlift, we had the overhead axle press.
Tom looked very strong. And Pat looked really good. I thought Pat can get like 5 reps, and he managed 4. But his lifts were pretty easy and comfortable. You know, Adam struggled, but he's still able to get 4 reps. I think his overhead is as well one of his weak points, and he worked on it really hard through the season. And it shows like, you know, I really thought that Pat can do more. And I didn't thought that Adam can do like 4 reps on 150 because based on what I was watching on his Instagram, he struggled with like 154 kg axle for like 1 or 2 reps, and it was a grind.
Yeah.
So for him to get like 4 reps on a 150 whatever, 153 I think it was axle, it's pretty good result for him.
He's giving himself a kick.
Yeah. So he improved when it comes to his shoulder press.
Yeah.
And Tom was just
Tom was good overhead.
Yeah. Paul Smith got 4 reps as well, but he has that good technique.
Years of experience on it. Say considering axle press now, I know log and axle press 2 overhead events, and you can say that obviously the one you train more, the easier one it is. But what is actually easier per se, like axle or log? Which would you think is?
I think log is easier.
Just the way your grip is.
Just the way your grip is, and the clean itself, and the axle is you have to
hitch it up
on your belly and on your diaphragm, so it's just really tasking, you know. So to me, log is a bit more comfortable, and it's not as risky injury wise as well. Just axle is just such a odd object, and just it's thick, and it's way harder to lift it than the log.
I see some people say like when you see the the current axle record was 217 kilos, but the log is 229 kilos. So there's 10 kilo difference. I know it's only 10 kilos, but at that weight,
that's a lot. It's a lot. When it comes to the shoulders, Every
five
kilo
kilos,
matters.
yeah.
Every kilo matters. I remember when I was competing we did the World Championships, I think, of pressing in Lithuania, and I managed to press 200 kilos Ipsalog pretty easy. 202.5, I think. And then it went up 2.5 kilos to 205, and I was like, "Oh my god, what happened?" It feels like a totally different weight. It's only 2.5 kilos in a difference. So, every kilo, when it comes to shoulder press, every kilo matters.
Yeah. For that event, everyone got a lift, bar 2 people, which was Mark Felix and Andy Black, which is surprising, like you're saying, surprising for Andy Black.
It's surprising bit for Andy Black. I thought he can get better over this year, just improve his overhead pressing. Mark was never very good at pressing. He always a bit struggled as he
was more athletic.
He's more like his grip, deadlift, very good, and carrying stuff. And but when it comes to overhead, he never had a very great results when it comes to that. But I'm surprised that Andy wasn't able to get a rep from it. Hopefully he'll work on it and get better.
Yeah. So after the overhead axle press, we had the 4th event of the night, which was the sandbag toss. So there was 6 implements in total, 60-second time limit. The bags ranged from 18 to 28 kilos, and the bar height was only 4.5 meters.
4.5 meters, yeah. I thought the last bag was 25 kg. It's 28.
28 kg.
That's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
That's a heavy weight. And Tom just destroyed everyone.
Yeah. So six bags in 22.4 seconds for Tom.
Yeah. Tom was taking his time. He was basically he was looking at every bag that went over. Yeah. But the clearance was so big. Like the last bag went over like so easily. Yeah. So I think he was just playing it safe, and because at that point he already knew that pretty much he's doing well. He's doing well.
Just for people, at the end of it, he won by 12 points. Yeah. So he won. There was a 12-point gap, say, between Tom Stone and Pat Dwyer on the podium. So, like you're saying, safe.
It's kind of scary when to watch how he dominated this year's competition.
Yeah. Well, he is the current world's strongest man.
Yeah. But it looks like he improved even a little bit more from the last year.
Which is hard to think. That could be done.
Yeah. But so he was second. Flowers was first. That was impressive run as well. Pretty explosive. He's getting better. He's way better than he was last year as well, Flowers. So he's only 30 years of age, something like that. So he still have time to improve, and you never know, he might be the next biggish thing in the strongman scene in England, Yeah.
He changed over from powerlifting. Yeah, so he was, it's like, there was a lot of people, like you were saying in some of the videos, like there's a lot of people come from powerlifting to try strongman.
Yeah, and it just not too many of them will do well with that transition, but some of them really, and I think Flowers will be one of them who will be able to transition pretty smoothly, and he has a bright future ahead of him,
Yeah. But it's like, just like for the sandbag toss itself, like six bags is the usual now these days.
It's the usual, but like for 4 meters and 50 centimeters, 28 bag is pretty heavy. Yeah, and I think I know Pat struggled with the last bag. A good few guys struggled with the last bag as well. And it's only like 3 kilos in the difference, but the difference was it's a lot.
Yeah. Like Pat got 5 bags in 13.64 seconds.
And then just got stuck on the 28, and that's
like that. Like that's a lot of time. So you had 9 seconds basically compared to Tom's bag to get the bag over. Which but it's like you were saying, if you struggle, you struggle.
Yeah, you struggle. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about when it comes to that. There's nothing you can do.
But the likes of Tom, say, just due to his height, giving him an advantage sometimes, like we see with Blaine.
He's just so good. Yeah,
you can nearly just put his hand over.
6'7", 6'8", like it's
you get the leverage.
Kind of matters. Yeah.
So after the sandbag toss, we had the last event of the night, which is the last event of every Giants Live show, and that's the Atlas Stones. So we had 5 Atlas Stones in total, ranging from 120 kilos up to 200 kilos.
And you can see the difference straight away in times. Before it was very fast times. Only Tom was able to get 21 seconds. Yeah. But that's just because Tom is just the best in the world, pretty much when it comes to stones. But like Pat and Adam were under 30 last year with the lightest set, and now they're over 30, and it's not that easy because like the last ones are 180 and 200. So
was there a show last year? Like I see Andy Black there 30.5.
Yeah.
Like was there a show last year where Andy Black did 5 stones in 19 seconds?
17 seconds,
and like there's 13 seconds there of difference. Like so.
You see, that's why you need. I think like you need these. Heavier set.
It's not that it's putting you under any struggle or something, but like you know, every event has to test you somewhere. And what happened? What looked like last year is that the stones were just too light. Because people are because the strongmen are so strong.
Especially when Andy Black was doing them, it was like I was like, that's ridiculous. That's just too light, you know.
And he was just going around picking them.
But with this one, you see now he slowed down a good bit. He wasn't able to do the same. Like 17 seconds and 30 seconds is a massive difference. So only Tom was able to finish them comfortably, you know.
Like you were saying, Tom, there like 21.57 seconds last year. That you would have been the bottom quarter of the table. If you weren't breaking 20 seconds, 19 seconds, that was it. You were out of competition for Atlas stones.
Pretty much, you're done. So I think it's the right call to do 120 to 200, and hopefully you're gonna stick with it for the rest of the season.
And I think like they were saying, Giants Live announced that they will be doing the heavier sets for the rest of the season. And
they realized after the last season that it's like it's they need the heaviest set, you know. Just the guys are just too good at this point.
It'll come to a stage then where 200 kilos will be light, and then
205 maybe then you know, like, but why not like
keep going heavier?
So why not, especially with the stones.
Considering that it's the very last event of the night and you want to make it just say something really enjoyable to watch at the very end of it, and like you're saying, it's going to put up a fight. Considering last year that they were so close. Like the times were very close last year, so it was hard for someone to make points or lose points, if you know what I mean.
Especially on the last event. But with this one, even at the end, they didn't know whatever part one took second or third place. And that was like great because the times were as well. You can't base that on like the times on the placing, you know. So it was a great idea to do a heavier set.
That was the Britain's Strongest Man 2022. First Giants Live show of the year. We thought it was a great show. The implements, everything that was used, everything looked brilliant. Stadium looked brilliant that it was in. Or the arena it was in, I should say. It looked very good.
Place was sold out, so the atmosphere was unbelievable.
And it's good. It's good to see. I know, like it was only gone for 3 or 4 months, but it's great to see Giants Live show back again.
Coming back, and like, especially that there's a big interest when it comes to like people coming over and looking at it, and hopefully the other Giants Live will be the same, and they'll be able to get in big crowds. So like we were saying earlier on, there was a new world record set in the shield carry. Hopefully in Edinburgh we'll see a new world record with the log. The first event we might see a new world record there, and then obviously in August or September we might see a new deadlift record. So hopefully we might see a load of new records set this year in Giants Live. But like we're saying at the start of it, great to see Powell Dwyer, the Irishman, finishing second. Unbelievable achievement. I think he's really happy. Well, I'd be very happy. He's the second person in the event, but the first person was the strongest man in the world. So it just shows that put his head down. He trained over the winter time, like you were saying, for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks there, he was training. Went to England and just tried all the equipment, which was the right thing to do for him. And because the local guys, I think they know equipment a little bit better, all the English lads, and they used it before, so they have a slight advantage. And now you can see if Pat was able to train with it, he has advantage now as well. So everyone is playing, feeling, what do you call that?
Even playing field.
Even playing field.
So great to see Pat showing them how the Irish are. Maybe next year he might be Ireland's strongest man and Britain's strongest man. You never know. We never know. Well, it like next year probably Richardson will be back. Luke will be back, and Graham Hicks. He's still looking after his injury, and he wants to go into competition being 100%, because at the moment, from what he said, he's able to compete only at 80% of his capability. So he's not. It's frustrating for him to go into competition not to be 100%. That means if he is, you never know, he might be able to win Britain's Strongest Man. You know, we've seen from the last video that he had a great reaction. Happy to see that Mantis was actually here. The three brothers back. So it's actually good. It was good for us to be back in the yard. I know everything wasn't great considering we were training in a storm. We couldn't do a lot of things because after the yoke, it really just rained. Everything just the wind, everything. It just didn't help us.
It didn't help. But it was great to be back training in the yard. You know. So from this week we're gonna do probably 2 training sessions in the yard.
The itch is back.
Yeah, the itch is
back. So we got a great reaction from that. There was a load of comments. Everybody seemed to have everyone seemed to like the format that we did. Hopefully in the future we get more collaborations. I know there wasn't really collaboration, but
it kind of was because Montas lives in Lithuania and we live in Ireland, so he came over to visit. Like, it's a shame that we couldn't do a bit more videos because Montas was like traveling Ireland a little bit.
Yeah. Which is life
sightseeing.
Life comes first as well. He got to see a good bit of Ireland. He was happy enough at the end of it. Got to do a few training sessions. Hopefully in the summertime
he'll be back.
Oh yeah, he'll be back. Hopefully in the summertime we might be able to do another video like it. But we're trying to get more collaborations at the moment, and it helps for us to get collaborations for you sharing the videos, tagging people in the videos. We might have 1 or 2 up the sleeve. They're not really 100% set in stone yet, but it always helps for our videos if you like, comment and subscribe. Obviously we hit 4,000 subscribers.
That was really good.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's only 4,000 subscribers.
Well, it's a milestone for us, you know, like 4,000. It's not bad for us at all.
No,
I know some other guys have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but hopefully someday we'll get there too.
Yeah, hopefully someday. Hopefully towards the end of this year we're after making a big dent in it. But at the moment we have 4,000 subscribers, and we're delighted with every single one of them. So we're going to try to keep the videos coming as much as we can. Last week is just with Mantas going home and a few other things. We weren't able to record as much, but for the next upcoming shows, and we were saying training videos, we'll have videos coming out 2 or 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week. And like I said earlier, just like, comment, subscribe.
That'll help us a lot, you know, to get to the 5,000 subscribers.
So stay tuned for a new video coming next week or later this week, and we'll see you in that video.
See you later.